A very good morning to you. Welcome to the Tuesday edition of Sports This Morning. I'm Yemi Adebayo.
It's great to have you join us again. I'm Tayo Salam. This is what the show looks like. Ghana Raw has invited 23 players. This is actually breaking news because it just happened a few minutes ago. 23 players invited for the crucial World Cup qualifier against Zambia on October the 7th. That says the usual suspects. Mikel Obi heads that particular list, includes Victor Moses, Odion Igalo, and 20 others invited for that crucial World Cup qualifier against Zambia. Okay, also on the show, still on football, UEFA Champions League is back. That's match day 2 of the UEFA Champions League, and there's a couple of very interesting games to watch out for, none bigger than the clash between Real Madrid and Borussia Dortmund.
All right, feast of football in Europe. But let's go to the United States of America. A lot of reactions trailing the comments of the U.S. President Donald Trump. But this man in your picture, Cleveland Cavaliers star LeBron James, having none of it. He's saying that the president wants to use sports to divide the people, and he's having none of that on the show. We'll talk about that. We leave basketball and talk about the NFL. The solidarity, show of unity continues in defiance to the president. And we don't know where all this will lead to, but of course, this getting into sports is interesting times in the United States. The owners, the players, the coaches, the show of unity continues.
Right. Yeah, I think I would rather say these are really delicate times for the USA, for the United States of America, starting to look by the day, you know, more divided, you would say, because like we said yesterday, there are instances where there are people that are in support of what the NFL players are doing, their method of protesting, you know, by kneeling during the national anthem, while there are others that are totally against it, that others are actually going to boo these players. And yesterday, the show of unity, you would say, continued, and it was a turn of the Dallas Cowboys and the Cardinals, you know, to kind of make their own statement, and that's exactly what it did. But it was a bit of a difference this time around because the Dallas Cowboys knelt before the rendition of the U.S. national anthem. So they didn't take the knee during the anthem itself. They knelt before it, and when it was time for the rendition, they all stood up and, you know, participated in the particular process. So, I mean, I don't know how you say this is a very safe way. I mean, because they're trying to please both sides.
You know, in America, sometimes being politically correct can be very, very difficult.
Right.
And sometimes it's a thin line. We gave some of the owners of some of these clubs some knocks. You're, you know, backing some of the actions. The guy that started everything is still clubless. You know, so sometimes people are very cautious. The United States have a long history of protests. I remember in 1968, 2 athletes decided to start what they call the Black Power salute when the anthem was being played at the Olympics. So they've always, I think the only difference is that the United States president is in the center of it all. And that's what but I mean, the United States have a long line of, long history of protest, people using sports as the opportunity, they just step in and protest. But this, the lines that divide the country that we thought have been buried are beginning to resurface, and the division, that's why people like LeBron James coming out to say, I mean, you're getting divided more. And like I said, trying to be politically correct now is you don't know what you're going to do. That is going to be analyzed in a certain way. You know, and sometimes you don't want to be seen to be supporting what is wrong. You know, it's difficult times, in my opinion.
Yeah, really difficult times, definitely. And interesting, the owner of the Dallas Cowboys, as Jerry Jones, I mean, he's been on record as saying that no player on his team will take the knee during the national anthem. So you can imagine he was in a difficult situation yesterday. So I guess they reached a compromise and decided all the team, I mean the entire team, linked arms and, you know, knelt prior to the rendition
I think
of the anthem.
In this case, a lot of people will say, okay, this is the right way to go about it. You're not disrespecting the flag. You're not disrespecting people who fought for you to have the freedom that you enjoy. But nobody can tell you not to take a knee. So just don't do it, you know, and we'll see. A lot of some of these club owners supported the president during his election.
Absolutely.
Some
Good
donated, but they disagree on this.
Interesting. And just like you said, Yemi, you can't really please everyone. There are people out there already that are starting, you know, to criticize Jerry Jones and his organization for not taking the knee during the anthem. Right. So, I mean, so what do you do?
Difficult times. We'll just see what happens in that one as they go on. There've also been some reactions.
Of course, we've got reactions coming from the White House. Definitely. We'll take some of them. We'll come back for more on Channel Sport this morning.
I think you're trying to conflate different things here. Look, we certainly respect the rights that people have, but I think we also need to focus. Again, this isn't about the president being against something, which is what everybody wants to drive. This is about the president being for something. This is about the president being for respect in our country through symbols like the American flag, like the national anthem, and the hundreds of thousands of people that actually stand versus the few hundred that may have knelt.
I stand with President Donald Trump, and I will always stand for our national anthem. Now, folks, we've all got a right to our opinions. But I don't think it's too much to ask the players in the National Football League to stand for our national anthem. And I know the people of Alabama agree. Because, you know, patriotism is what unites us. It's about respect for the flag, respect for the country. And most importantly, it's about respect for all those who fought and died to defend it.
As the United States Vice President, we also heard from Sarah Sanders as well too. And yeah, I mean, it's not surprising that they are, behind the stance of the president. It's only right. I mean, they're all in the same boat.
Yeah, they either swim or sink with him. While those comments, while Sarah Sanders was speaking and Mike Pence, the vice president, we were both saying it's just politics. Some of them can't really give their own views. I mean, you listen to Mike Pence, the tone is slightly different. I mean, and I kind of agree with it. It's not too much to ask that you respect the anthem. But he didn't say, go and fire those who take a knee. Don't do that again. He did say all that. He's based his own on the anthem. And you see that there's been a slight shift. Okay, if the anthem is the problem, okay, fine, let's respect the anthem. But you can't tell us not to take the knee. You can't tell us not to embrace each other. You can't tell us not to spotlight the injustice and all that. So I think we're going to see a new trend. We're going to see a new trend in all of this as time goes on. But the issue is not going to leave anytime soon.
It looks like this one's going to rumble on for a long time.
For a while,
and it's starting to spread. I mean, it started off with the NFL. Now the NBA players are involved as well too. You said at the start of the show, LeBron James basically coming out to say that this guy, the president of the United States of America, is trying to use sports to divide the people, and it's very delicate.
Who knows? Yesterday we were talking about maybe he might go to the Major League Baseball too. Who knows?